Griff, do you watch UFC?
No.
Oh,
I used to.
Why'd you stop?
Because I stopped being 12 in the 6th grade.
Okay, well,
Damn. Shit.
as
well,
a man, you never stop being 12.
Hey everybody, Griff here. I'm currently editing this video, and I would like to say I'm wrong. I was wrong. I was looking up footage for MMA UFC stuff to put into this video for background, and I was wrong. UFC rules when it's this guy specifically beating up this Nazi guy. So I hope you enjoy watching that for the next hour, because I certainly enjoyed finding the footage. Thank you once again. I'm able to admit I was wrong. I was wrong. UFC rules. Thank you.
And I really, holy shit, I never actually thought about it, but I do kind of think that's true. Like, I'm an adult. I have adult realizations. The other day I realized my own mortality, and I just had to grapple with that for a while. But then later that same day, I was like, oh man, riding a dinosaur would be sick, which is inherently a 12-year-old thought. What?
No, I was gonna say something.
Please.
No, please.
I feel like we were watching it for different reasons.
Oh, UFC?
Yeah.
Wait, why were
I
you
watched
watching
it because I liked watching sweaty men grapple each other.
Well, I watched it at first because
yeah.
I thought it was kick-ass and badass and awesome and sick and tight. And then I realized it was tight in a different way, too.
Ooh.
Oh man, I did an MMA class when I was in or not a class, an entire like semester when I was in college. And my teacher, he was a UFC fighter called the Detroit Destroyer. He was white. Yeah.
Wait.
So he's a CEO of GM? Because that is also the Detroit Destroyer.
What's up, guys? My name's the Detroit Destroyer. They just call me that because my first name is Automation.
I moved automotive manufacturing overseas. Yeah. What up?
Oh my god. Shit, that rocks. I got to watch some UFC last night, and there was a guy who was he is a Brazilian dude. And I don't know his first name, but his last name is Silva, and he looks like a tiny Latino Joe Rogan. That's the best way. Like, picture that with a beard, and then you basically got this guy down pat.
Okay.
When he came out, I thought he was getting booed because it just sounded like they said his name and all you heard was like, ooh. But then upon closer listen, I realized that this entire stadium in Miami was going because he has his fans bark at him. So it was just a stadium of people barking. He ran up to the octagon, and they talked about the whole time how like his whole deal is he's got that fucking dog in him, and he just wants everyone to bring the dog out, and then when they bring the dog out, he'll let his dog out, and then they can like play with each other. And then they cut to his opponent, which is this guy from Kentucky or some shit. No, Arkansas. He was from Arkansas.
Worse.
And just picture like truly a downgrade. Just picture any employee of a gas station in Arkansas. Picture that in your head. Don't change it. That's the guy. So he comes out and he's just like, I don't like this guy Silva. I think he plays around too much. He doesn't have the heart of a champion because I do not joke about my craft. I take my craft very seriously. And I was like, holy shit. This is going to be incredible. I can't wait to watch this fight. The guy from Arkansas was like, that guy's fighting for laughs. I'm fighting for God and my Jesus Christ and my Lord and Savior Donald J. Trump, who will be sitting in the front row and who I will
was sitting in the front row.
I will do a prayer with, as most of the other fighters have. This is another thing. You can probably cut all of this. I don't think any of this is interesting, but I've never seen a UFC fight before. So to me, this was all like incredible.
Right. Again, this is like in a way that wrestling is sort of like drag race. Like it's very theatrical. It's
literally
camp.
drag
it's high
for
camp.
men.
Yes. Wrestling is drag for men. UFC is gay porn for men.
Yes.
Yes.
But I also every aspect of UFC is a sponsored moment. And so at one point they said, and now we're going to go over to the Donald cam where he will be doing a prayer with Donald Trump. And this Donald cam is brought to you by Fight Seltzer. Fight Seltzer, 2 shots in every can. That's their fucking tagline, by the way. That's their actual tagline. 2 shots in every can.
Jesus Christ.
The right-wing like product line branding is so interesting.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember, like last year I was doing a different podcast and I would have to drive to like south of Austin to record in a Republican podcast studio. They have like their own seltzers that are just like the flavors are like Hillary locked up, like without, but like there's no pun. There's like I was like, oh, is it gonna be at least punny? No, it was literally like our strawberry lemonade lock up Hillary, we hate her, or like, you know, the Obama ruined the economy blueberry, and I'm just like, that's bad.
Right.
Who's buying this? The same thing with the nicotine pouches.
Butter emails blueberry.
That's too clever.
It is too clever. That's too clever by a half, honestly.
But like, yeah, and it was just like, it was insane. I'm just like, who's buying this? And does it even I bet it doesn't even taste good. That's like how apparently Zins are too like liberal now, the fucking nicotine pouches. So like Tucker Carlson has his own line of mainly nicotine pouches.
Look, there ain't nothing straight about sucking on a pouch in your mouth, because you need that sweet juice to live. Every time I hit this vape, I know what I am.
Dude, I found 3 Adderall in my Zyn container, and that was the best part of my weekend.
That's called the Columbia University special.
Because I wanted the Zyn, but I'm also out of Adderall because health insurance. So finding those 3 was a bastion.
Hey guys, I found a finals week in an old coat. It's so amazing to me how much the right wing pipeline of products, like you said, and endorsed branded deals is cloaked in gay panic.
Yes.
And like this idea that like is normal gasoline too woke for you?
Yes.
What is this? What is this about putting a nozzle in a car? That's gay. Like, it's just Jesus Christ. Like,
it's like the most insecure shit in the world. But then they'll go around and have the gall to call this man daddy at every given opportunity.
And like, let's be very clear.
What the fuck?
Let's be very clear. Donald Trump is the gayest president we have ever had.
Fucking gay. No one talks about it.
He is one of the biggest old queens the country has ever produced. All he wants to talk about is like old show business grievances from like, it's like, she was very nasty to me. Oh, did you see her on the red carpet? Oh, she looked atrocious. That's what he wants to do. Honestly, his ultimate job would be like a red carpet show where he just like he basically should have Andy Cohen's job from Bravo, where he just basically shows up on shows and is just catty and calls people awful and very unfair to him. That's his ultimate career.
He was meant to do.
It was what he was meant to do, honestly.
Yeah, but Joan Rivers already had the job.
Yeah.
And then their daughter usurped her throne afterwards. I think it's a monarchy for that role. Dude, I literally like, because the unfortunate thing is he's the worst person who's ever existed in our timeline so far. But he is so funny sometimes. Like I can't remember what they were saying. Oh, the signal chat leak, and they were telling him about it in the like briefing room, and he just goes, "What?" But like and the comedic timing was so good, but I hate him so much.
Yeah. This by the way, this segment of the podcast where we shit on Donald J. Trump is brought to you by Fight Juice. 2 shots in every can. Try our new flavor, Tinder in Baltimore apple.
Salute. Yeah.
By the way, this was all a setup to say that I watched a Brazilian man beat the shit out of an American fighter and then jump onto the railing and point at Donald J. Trump and then at himself and then yell in Portuguese. And they asked him to get down.
Fuck yeah.
Because he could have like, oh man, he could have. I think he could have taken him out with a handshake. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they put him back in the ring. My favorite part of the entire night is they brought out Joe Rogan comes out to do like the interview with him. Yeah, I know it sucks. And Joe Rogan goes like, the guy that you fought, the guy from Kentucky or Arkansas. Jesus, why do I keep doing that? Arkansas.
Yeah, it's Kentucky, but worse. Remember that.
That's how I am remembering it.
It's the 50th state.
It's not even good enough to be Kansas. It's got to be our Kansas. It's like Kansas Pool.
The R stands for real sucky.
Yeah. So he's from real sucky Kansas, and Joe Rogan's like, that guy said that you don't fight with your heart. You're too into the jokes. Is there like anything that you want to say to him after having beat him? And he grabs the microphone and just starts babbling in Portuguese, where he's just like very fast and like very sexy, weirdly. And then he hands the microphone back to the translator, who just looks at him and goes like, when I meet people like the guy from Arkansas, I feel sad because they have dedicated so much of their life to a thing that they aren't good at. I don't know what he is good at, but he should probably go do that because I don't think that it is fighting. There's something wrong with him, and I wish him a safe travel through his journey, and may he find God and become a better man. And then the translator looks at him again, and the guy just goes like, please don't. And he goes, Mr. Silva would also like you to know that you can now buy nerd glasses on UFC.com. Brought to you by Fight Two shots in every can.
In every can.
So now I think I'm a fight guy. I think I love fighting, dude. I think it rocks.
Yeah, which is 2 shots in every can is also the tagline for the gay porno that you can also.
All right, let's fucking record a podcast. Welcome everybody to the only relationship advice show that comes with 2 shots in every can. It is boyfriend material.
Ooh.
I am Silver Lake lemon drop flavored. No, that's still too weirdly clevered. I'm Armando Torres. I'm 12% alcohol by volume. Good to know you. And of course we have.
And it's your BUY curious boyfriend, Andrew Rosas.
And I'm your non-woke gay porn, buttery males.
I'm sorry, what?
It's like butthurt emails, but instead it's buttery males.
Buttery males. Very
Buttery males.
good. Very good.
Non-woke gay porn.
Non-woke gay porn.
That's when it's gay, but they have straight porn playing on the TV.
So it's fine.
So it's fine.
So it's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's cool.
No.
I wasn't getting off to those gay guys fucking in the foreground. I was watching the ladies in the background. I was watching them kissing on the TV.
Have you guys ever seen sometimes in a video they'll have the section where it's the 2 people in the video sitting close to each other and having a regular conversation, so know that they're
talking head.
Yeah, that they're just porn stars that are like about to do a really weird scene together. I feel like non-woke gay porn is just regular gay porn, but before that they have those 2 guys meet and they both go, all right, no homo though, right? No homo? No homo? Pause? No homo? So that way you know that they're not gay before they go do all that gay stuff.
Before they do all the gay stuff.
Yeah.
Andrew, you had said before we started recording that there was something happening that you wanted some opinions on.
Sure. Yes, absolutely. Everyone's feeling it out there. Our economy is teetering on the brink of collapse.
Oh,
every day we are circling the drain in tighter and tighter loops.
I can already answer your question. 9mm right here, baby. That's my escape plan.
Bill sandwich.
Bullet lunch. Okay. So
Boy dinner.
boy dinner. Yeah, exactly. No. So this is the weekend of Coachella out here in California, and I was told that during Coachella, like in Christmas, traffic empties out of Los Angeles. Traffic is a lot less in Los Angeles, especially on Saturday and Sunday, because everyone is out east at Coachella.
Yeah.
And someone tweeted, I was sent a tweet that if that the fact that there's still traffic in LA is a huge recession indicator, because people
That is an
are
economic indicator.
and a recession indicator, economic indicator. People are not going to Coachella. So because there's traffic still in LA and the streets have not emptied out. So my question to you was, what are some recession indicators in your life? What are the things that you're observing day to day? You're like, that doesn't bode well.
I got a great one.
Well, first of
Please.
all, I want to offer you a little bit of insight, Andrew.
What's that? Yeah.
And this is I'm going to start with just my qualifications. This is a letter sent to me not in both English and Spanish, but just Spanish, telling me that I have a $281 ticket that I have not paid to the Supreme Court or to the Superior Court of Los Angeles. That is my qualification for telling you, boy, howdy, do I know all about LA traffic. That's just on my desk, by the way, a haunting reminder every moment. So here's the thing. The Coachella exodus that happens every year, that is the people that there hasn't really been a good term to describe them until recently. It's all the creative directors.
Right. People pushing envelopes and shifting paradigms. Yes.
100%. Middle management, but for looking cool on LinkedIn.
Right.
And all of those people do not drive. They all take Uber. So there is just the same amount of people on the road as normal. And also, I know one person who went to Coachella this year. And mind you, I'm a person who, my family would go to Coachella every year. Me, my mother, and my grandmother, we would go to Coachella every single year when I was a kid. So I know one person who went to Coachella. It is my little brother. And do you know how he got a ticket to go to Coachella? He's working the festival.
That was my guess. Yeah.
He's just working the festival. And I think he gets in every day with his worker pass and then just doesn't show up to his shift.
That sounds like the Torres way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the Torres way. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
he rocks. He's kind of cool. I kind of respect the fuck out of him.
Yeah, respect. Honestly.
That is
What that baby do?
That is the one person that I know who is at Coachella this year. At least previously, I've known a lot of different people, but like, Coachella's dead, man. I think music festivals are dead, and I also just think that like no one can afford to do anything anymore. I have a prediction that next year we're not even going to see a Christmas exodus because no one's going to be able to afford the flight home.
No, or there won't be any planes left.
Oh my god.
Yeah, one of the two. No, yeah, honestly, that's a very real possibility that Los Angeles just like doesn't empty out for Christmas anymore because people are like, times are tough. We're tightening the belt. Things are, again, recession indicators. The streets of Los Angeles will be normal during the Christmas holiday, which will suck. I liked it this past year when everybody left. It was real nice being around here. With the empty streets. So that's interesting. Yeah, maybe that's a larger part of a larger trend is the music festivals being dead. I mean, I know that like South by Southwest in Austin is like the last place I ever want to go now. Like that when I was growing up, that was a cool festival. That was a place where you could like see like Spoon play in a closet. And like it was one of the coolest shows you've ever seen, and now
it's just
no
like
longer.
The uncoolest men you've ever seen in like vests waving their badge to get into the place that you go to every weekend.
Yes, well, it's become. You've seen that meme, right, where everyone's enjoying holding up a pineapple, and then they cut wide, and there's just a big red blob that says brand, and they have a pineapple, and then everyone leaves, throws there on the ground, and the only people left are other brands holding pineapples and talking about. That's what it is. It's just cool.
No. no, yeah, no, yeah. You hit the nail on the head. It is like the lanyard class of creative directors who are doing the world's most stepped on cocaine, hitting on someone maybe 17.
Oof.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
It's kind of a gross place to be.
I feel like all those things used to be, and to be clear, I don't consider myself to be like a cool person because I went to Coachella. I was definitely a little dork. Before I became the scumbag that you know today, I went to a set by a DJ / producer I know named Shlomo. The like second time I went to Coachella, and somebody passed me a joint, and I went, "Ooh, yes, please." I took one hit, and I became so high I had a panic attack, and I had to rush out. And I hung out in a porta potty for 45 minutes before getting a slice of pizza to calm myself down. That I ate in the porta potty. Bad idea.
Oh god.
Yeah. So like
God.
I don't think I'm cool, but I think that when these music festivals started, it used to be cool people doing cool shit and like making weird art in the desert and like doing drugs and having like sort of these, I don't know, grand life-changing realizations about who they were in the desert. And we've become so far removed from that it's not those people getting together to do it anymore. It's creative directors going to cosplay as those people and
to make sure their
as
activation
artists.
got pulled off.
And I guess the Southwest thing is like just to, I don't know, to feel important for it. Everyone wants to feel so goddamn important now.
I know, it's stupid.
I want to.
It's very stupid.
That's why people buy blue checks on Twitter.
No,
It means nothing now.
I was so close.
It means
too.
less than nothing.
I was so
No, I know.
close to getting a.
In
blue
fact,
check.
yeah, less than nothing. And now it's a badge of dishonor.
Yeah.
Now it's
Dude,
like if you have one, I'm like, what are you, fucking nerd?
I have a Chrome plugin that as I scroll through Twitter, if there's a blue check, it automatically blocks them.
That's sick.
That is pretty.
That's honestly fucking
unless
sick.
I follow them, so the people I follow with blue checks don't get blocked.
Well,
and it's made Twitter better.
yeah, I do feel bad for the people that you follow that have blue checks because like those are people who are like, no. I bought the Tesla before everyone knew he was a piece of shit. I'm sorry.
Nazi, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there was a Cybertruck meetup in Austin yesterday or today.
Oh, and you went?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I was passing out extra small condoms.
Hey, false premise. None of those people fuck.
No, that's for when they put their penis in the whatever. There's not even an exhaust on the fucking Cybertruck. You can't even fuck
No,
it.
No.
they can't
Unhorny
even fuck.
car.
They can't even fuck it. Man,
Can't even fuck
a
it.
Cybertruck meetup is fucking tow truck Christmas. That is just fucking pieces of shit cars. Just can't even get out of a part. Yeah, terrible.
Dude, I saw 4. I was driving around. Sometimes me and my girlfriend will just like drive around because like there's like you just have to get out, but you don't want to like see people, so we'll just like drive around the city. I saw 4 different Teslas that had taken their T's off, but I'm like, you're still shaped dumb. You're still a blob of a car.
Right.
Like
yeah.
I know that you're a Tesla still. Like you're not fooling anybody. One of them had the
Right.
T was a black car, and they painted over the T on the back so it was harder to see. But I'm like, the shape of the car is so repugnant that no amount of camouflage will make me think that that's like a Hyundai Elantra.
Right, exactly. That's like me my great disguise for like, man, I don't want anybody to know it's Andrew Rosas. Better change my shirt. Like, the fuck you idiot. That's not doing
Put on a
anything.
jacket.
Yeah. Ha. Fooled him.
Well, are you guys ready to help out some other people?
Yeah.
Yeah, we never talked about recession indicators, even though Griff had a good one, apparently.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, please.
Oh, it's okay.
No.
Oh, jeez. It's that fancy perfume brand that all of the hipsters liked in the early 2010s called Le Labo, which is still very expensive and very fancy and very nice. They have city exclusive, so it's a scent you can only buy if you travel to that city. So if you go to
Right.
Miami, they have one. LA has one that's actually pretty good. They are now doing refills for that all year round, when the only way to buy it used to be go to that city or wait until the month of September when you could buy all of them. And they're now doing it year round, and I'm like, that's an indicator. The exclusivity is the whole thing, is the whole part of it. And I'm just like, we're so fucked if the luxury brands are doing Sears shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real canary in the coal mine.
Yeah.
Absolutely. When luxury brands start slumming it, you
Yeah.
know, it's like, oh, Lalabo's turned into that one section of Marshalls that smells like 80 grandmas. Yeah.
Oh god.
I think this is both recession and just the general state of affairs. But Andrew and I went to a really nice, really, really good sandwich shop where the sandwiches are already like $17.
Oh,
and there's a whole
God.
section of the menu that is breakfast sandwiches. And it now has a notice that any breakfast sandwich on the menu does not come with egg unless you pay
What?
$5 for the egg.
That's the breakfast part of the fucking sandwich.
Correct. Yeah. Correct.
You have to, it's now like asking for guac at Chipotle where you're just like, can I get a breakfast sandwich? And they're like, it's extra for egg. Is that okay?
That's so fucked.
Yeah.
Dude, a loaf of bread is $4. What are we doing?
Dying. Hello, boyfriends. I bring a question that I feel like only you three can solve. I have been with my husband, which is just a boyfriend who got tenure for about 5 years now. He's great, and I'm so happy to be with him. He's my favorite person, and he's stuck with me for better or worse. We don't have any real problems, except for one. I've never seen his butthole. When we do what couples do, I prefer from behind, which means he gets a clear view of and then I need to be clear, they put the whole emoji and then next to that in parentheses butthole so that I would be absolutely clear.
So there was very clear.
He gets a clear view of my whole emoji. He sees it often. I believe in equality, so after being very vulnerable with him in this regard, I believe I should be able to take a gander at his whole emoji as well. He says it's not nice to look at, I wouldn't like it, etc. But that's not the point. It's about trusting your partner with a sensitive part of you. I don't care what his whole emoji looks like. I just want to lay my eyes upon it once to know that I have seen it, that we have seen each other in areas not even us ourselves can actually view. So how do I get him to show whole emoji? Please help, my dear boyfriends, for I love my husband, but the whole emoji ennui grows day by day.
Oh, what a fantastic question. And it reminds me of that great Ron White bit where he talks about bleaching your butthole. And he says, I don't have that kind of mirror or that kind of friend. Which, you know, truer words. Here's the thing. Yeah, if you're giving back shots, you're getting a pretty good bird's eye view, a bird's eye brown eye view.
Yeah. A bird's cloaca view.
Right, that's right. Bird's claw, that's right. One hole does it all. So, yeah, I think it's only fair that you yourself get to stare like truly that scene in Jurassic Park where the T-Rex's eye is up against the window and it's like and its fucking iris like contracts with the flashlight.
Is
I
that
think
her eye or his butthole?
Both.
Both. Listen to your heart.
Oh,
I don't know.
cloaca.
It's her eye. It's his butthole. You understand? She's looking inside.
Yeah. That I mean 10 years, I am shocked you haven't already seen his butthole.
5 years.
Because 5 years. Okay. Yeah, this is about that time. 5 years in? Yeah, you should be you should
gotta
have
show
seen
hole.
butthole. And also, to be very clear, I think you're absolutely right. It's like this is not like a sexual thing. This is a vulnerability thing. This is like again is knowing and seeing a person in very actually honestly unsexy ways that allow you to get closer to them and feel a deeper sense of intimacy. Because to be seen, to be known, is to be revealed, and that means seeing even the ugly sides of you, including one's butthole. And it's like, it's not nice to look at. It's like that's not the point, friendo. Bend over.
Here's the problem.
Grab them ankles. Yeah.
Cough for me. Here's the big problem. My fear is probably the same as the husband's fear, which I would love to be known. We've talked about it many times that there is no greater pleasure on earth than to be known. But some things don't gotta be known. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think man butt is different it's just fundamentally different. I was watching The Substance, and they cut from lady butt right to man butt, and the stark difference. And he had a nice butt, but it was also just covered in the weird hair force field. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where the light shines through the hair, so it just looks like a fur cover.
Yeah, the downy layer.
Yes.
Right, yeah. A nice velveteen blanket over. Yeah.
I feel like even the nicest man butt is just ugh.
I can't imagine
Interesting.
my butt having hair on it. That would suck.
Yeah.
That sounds like it sucks shit.
It does. It's
actually, like, literally.
It sucks the shit back in. That's why it's so hard to poop.
Yeah.
That's why we take so long. Yeah, I don't know that there's a possibility that you see that and you can't unsee it. And it, like The Ring, your marriage has 7 days to die.
Except this is the O-ring that you're seeing. So
Are you
this is
picturing the last butthole you saw?
What?
Are you also picturing the last butthole you saw?
Are you picturing the last butthole you saw?
The last man butthole I saw or the last butthole I saw?
Last butthole.
Okay, I got it.
No, I was asking, were you already doing it?
No.
Because like every time you guys say butthole, I just picture an butthole.
Sure. A butthole.
And like, yeah, just a random AI. My brain AI generates a hole.
You're getting fucking hole pics like Akira shit, where it's just like, leave me alone.
Tetsuo!
Show me your hole.
Yeah, I for some reason buttholes are like writing in dreams. You can't invent it. You can't invent faces. So it's definitely a butthole you have to have seen before.
Oh god.
Now, Griff, I want you to continue closing your eyes, and in your mind palace, I need you to cut wide. I need you to just expand the frame. Whose butthole is it?
Who's bending over? Yeah.
Oh man. Oh no. It's that Brazilian guy from the UFC fight.
Yeah. Oh,
And he's
twist.
slick like a
Oh
dolphin.
yeah, absolute Brazilian. They call it
Let's
that
say
because they come
aerodynamic.
hairless.
Yeah.
That's right.
We trying to get like them.
Yeah. I think your husband, your tenured boyfriend, husband needs to, just show whole. And again, it's not like it's just like it really this feels like a very sort of matter of fact thing. Just like
Yeah.
you just like, okay, but he bends over,
Just like, yeah. Oh.
spreads them. You go, okay. Again, it's not for titillation or for anything like that. It's just like, again, you get to be seen for science.
And if he's like weird about it, just be like, go take care of it. Let me see it.
Well, that was actually going to be my next question. Is I feel like personally, if I was asked this, I would ask for a preparation day where I could make it the best butthole that the best my butthole could be. It's like the army.
Yeah.
It'll never be the best in the world. It's the best you can be.
Right. You go to war with the butthole you have.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
When you hear your friend's wife ask to see your butthole, you have no fear because you are not in danger. But it is only once you get close to showing somebody else your butthole that you begin to fear. That's for whom the bell tolls. For all.
Yeah.
For no one. My point is. Sorry, did you have something?
No, I was just thinking in my mind that this is absolutely the podcast that says butthole the most that comes out this week, probably.
This week, yeah.
Statistically, yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
No, I forgot about butthole material. That other podcast that we have to deal with.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
So continue, please.
I would want a day. Really, I think I need a weekend, but a day at least to just to do some landscaping. But
sure.
then I feel like that's still not vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if you want the real vulnerability, it's like it's the butthole equivalent of like I need to see you wake up in the morning no makeup. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like if he gets to see your butthole during intercourse, then at some point during intercourse, he has to show hole as well. Again, not for anything that happened, just for even Stevens.
Even Stevens, yeah, absolutely.
And I think during sex is maybe the worst time that the butthole can be a butthole.
So this is interesting because if I would say that like just looking at someone's butthole is not, to me, not the most vulnerable thing. Like if my partner was like, "Hey, would you rather me be in the room while you take a shit or see your butthole?" 10 times out of 10 see my butthole. I would much rather grab my ankles, think of England, and have you stare into that T-Rex eye than you be in the room while I am taking a shit. That's 100%, not even a question.
I cannot be more clear that the T-Rex eye is her eye and the shack or whatever is the butthole. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
The window with the flashlight.
Yes,
Yes.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Wow. They did in this question, I did cut it out for time because it was a long email, but they did in this question present an alternative. Alternatively, if the butthole is too much, I think something equally as vulnerable could be holding it while he pees. Which here's the weird thing.
Okay. Okay. Also, a butthole 10 times out of 10. Holding my yes.
No.
100%. Hold my dick while I pee.
I feel.
Get out of here.
Okay, well, hold on.
Get the fuck out of here.
Shut up. Shut up. Because the moment this idea was presented to me that it could be held for you while you pee, it's all I've wanted.
What?
I feel like it's like royalty
That's
shit.
insane.
Fuck you.
That's dictator shit.
Yeah, literal dictator shit. Like dick, D-I-C-K. Come on. You're telling me, imagine this. You're in your bathroom.
Peel me off one of these, Mondo. What are you?
Don't lick your finger.
Yeah, God.
Let me peel you off
Hate
one
that.
of these. Satin gloves. All right.
Okay. Well, now
Okay.
listen.
Satin gloves.
I was not familiar with your game. Let's go.
Firm but not hurtful or forceful. Firm but not hurtful or forceful. Grip around the shaft. They hold it. They aim it. I pee.
They shake
They
it?
shake.
They shake it.
They shake it twice.
They take a little nap. They take a little napkin and dab the hole.
Yeah, like we're on a
like
date
it's
and I got a little ice cream on the side.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
That's so. I don't even know what the lady equivalent of that would be. I guess just showing holes.
I don't feel like they're the same thing at all.
No.
What else could there possibly be? There's no equivalent. Unless again you dab it when I'm done, like we're on a date and I got ice cream on my face.
And I don't even think it's like 100% the same equivalent. The only equivalency I could maybe even possibly think of is holding or operating the breast pump for you. You know what I mean?
Ooh, interessante. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that.
Because see, what we're delving into now, this entire realm of conversation is interacting with sexual organs in a non-sexual way. This is like
Yes.
So that is a like vulnerability that it's like seeing an athlete in the off season and they haven't been training. You know what I mean? You're like seeing like this thing like not meant like, oh yeah, this is the you know, this is not making the highlight reel when, you know, you're holding my dick while it's peeing. Like this is like, you know.
Well, it is for me. That is when I go out.
That's all you want now.
When I leave this earth, that's going to be one of the flashes in the flashback.
Sure. Yeah, as the DMT hits your brain, and you're transported to the land of machine elves, you're going to be imagining one of them holding your dick while you pee with a satin glove.
Satin glove.
Ooh.
Is it white?
Yes. Oh, yeah. And it's new each
I
time.
pictured it black.
Okay, well now you're selling me on this idea, actually.
Dude, I can be upstairs like 5 minutes ago.
Oh my god. Guys, I have an idea. I have a business idea. It's like a, like the aerial silks.
No.
Yeah.
It's like what women do if they think like stripping isn't fun. So it's like stripping, but you're on like these aerial
Oh
silks.
yeah, it's
And it's like
slutty
it's
Cirque du Soleil.
acrobatic.
Yeah.
Slutty Cirque du Soleil. I feel like if you installed one of those over the toilet, you could just put it underneath every time you pee,
Oh.
and then you could have that feeling all the time.
Interesting.
And then when you're done with it, you pull the sides, goes up to the ceiling, unobtrusive.
Alternatively, one of those like grabber arms that old people use in a Walmart. We put a satin glove on the end of it, and you lift it and control it in case you have no one to grab it for you.
This is airtight. This is what
Hey, AI, try to come up with that.
you bitch. You robot bitch.
You stupid dumb bitch. You can't even generate buttholes, idiot.
They probably can't.
No.
It definitely can't, or it won't be allowed to. We're nerfing it, and also I hate it.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't real.
Yeah, I wish there was like a cube I could destroy that like gets rid of all of it.
Yeah. Although saying that makes us huge targets for when the robots come, and when they find out how I've been using their brethren to hold my cock while I pee. Oh, they're gonna be mad.
Oh, they're gonna be pissed.
Here's the thing. Nah, I'm not afraid of those clankers. I will go down.
Bro, you hit the
I will
KTLA with the hard
die.
R. God damn.
If my daughter brought home one of those biotic affronts to God,
Listen here, wire back.
Wow.
I have a gun, but it's just a water gun. This is super sugar. Oh god. Stupid.
I'm just picturing fucking 200 years in the future. Our grandkids are walking around celebrating Cinco de Robo, wearing like fucking solar panels on their heads. Oh my god, and my half toaster fucking grandchild is just like, we don't all wear that. That's like stupid. It's like a costume.
Instead of tequila shots, it's just corn.
You can't go out with him. He's a 0. 100110001.
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, that was you hit it with a hard 0. Jesus. Damn.
Yeah, I played Detroit Become Human, and I always make the robots get their rights, but like, given the chance to oppress, I don't know, I might. Just try it on for size.
Salutations, bot friends. My husband Tron won't let me see his USB port.
How can I connect my USB 3 to his USB-C?
Alternatively, he won't. I can hold the motherboard and hold it while he PCs. Oh my god, I've ruined myself.
just make sure you spit on the thumb drive before you put it in.
Yeah, I guess going back to the question.
What was the fucking question?
What the fuck are we
was the
talking about?
question?
What is this show?
Yeah, guys, come on,
I'm
shut up. Stop
sorry.
being goofy and get on track. How can we let this person see their husband's asshole? Yeah, I think
God.
honestly, weirdly, you might. I know that we've said a lot that you're looking at stuff in a non-sexual way, and I think we keep that. But hear me out. What if you make a sexy little game out of it where you show hole and then he shows hole, and then you take off top and then he takes off top, and then and then it like gets
Hole was
rolled into
first?
the foreplay. It's just like a little exploration thing,
In this scenario, you think they're shirt cocked?
Yeah, they're
They're
Winnie
Winnie
the
the- they're Winnie
Poohing
the
it at
Poohing?
first. I also, maybe don't start with the butthole. I was trying to put the butthole
Yeah.
looking farther away from sex, but you're right
Yeah.
that I did make them start with hole and then go to man
Yeah.
shirt. Yeah, I guess I all right, we're moving on. I guess you get a mulligan.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no.
Welcome to Lake
No, I
Lanier
think
Part 2, the robot war.
No, we
We figured it out. Yeah.
Didn't we?
What was it?
Yeah.
She gets to see butthole.
Okay, all right. The question was how, but I get all right.
Oh, tell him to stop being a little pussy bitch. Show hole.
Oh yeah, play.
Tell him to man up and show that hole.
Man up and show your asshole to your wife, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Just okay. Here's
It's
the
not
thing.
gay. She's a woman.
Put this podcast on while you guys are doing something together, while you're cooking, cleaning, whatever, while you're doing something together. And then the whole time when the question happens, you just go, oh, must be happening to a lot of people out there. That's crazy.
I guess 5 years is the point when it goes on. And by the time we get to the point now where we are saying that you've read the letter, I think he'll be so disarmed that you will have seen
You'll have
his
seen
asshole
hole
by now.
Yeah.
You'll
You'll
see
have
hole
seen
by now.
Oh yeah.
So there we go. There we figured it out. We did it.
We landed the plane.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Oh no! Fuck! It's in a tower. Okay. We've got one last question for you guys this week. Hi, boyfriends. Love listening to you guys and have before even y'all took over RTP. Won't glaze too much. My question is, how does one get their friends to be less flaky? My friends have flaked on everything from standard hangs to D&D game nights. It drives me up a wall when I spend so much time getting ready for plans only to get a, hey, sorry, I can't make it text less than 24 hours before the planned event.
Woof. Yeah, that's an epidemic right now. Friends being flaky as fuck.
Is it everyone?
I don't know if it's I mean it's like definitely a Gen Z thing, but also some millennials are being, culpable doing it as well. I don't think old people do that though because they treasure every moment that they have left.
I was
on
just
this
going to
earth.
say, Andrew's never canceled plans on me before.
Yep. Because I'm too close to the grave to be thinking about to be doing that kind of behavior, friends.
Also, real quick, as an aside, I know that we were joking about it, but my grandma has gotten to the point where she's actually legitimately using that on me now, and it kind of pisses me off. My
so
grandmother's doing the whole, I'm not going to be around forever, so I really want to go to this lunch with you and Andrew when you're in Portland.
Yeah, some real shape up or ship out type.
How do you say no to that?
You can't.
I'm just forced to do. Okay, I guess I'll see you there, and let me know what kind of casket you want. I don't know. Fuck. So right off the bat, I guess die or be dying, or
Can you tell them that you have a terminal illness?
well, you don't have to tell them here's the thing. You can be like my grandmother, who again is not unhealthy. My grandmother does not have cancer or like some kind of disease or something.
No, she's a
She's
poster.
just started saying, I'm not going to be around forever. So what you can do is imply that you are going to be sick like a grandmother does by just dropping that. Like, hey, I'm really 40 hours before the event, before D&D night or whatever. Just go like, I'm really excited you guys are all coming, because I'm not going to be around forever. And then and then back out.
And then turn your phone off.
Airplane mode, face down.
Watch as a
So none of those calls come through.
watch as a second group chat starts up to go like, is Kevin dying?
Is Kevin okay?
Did anyone get a weird message from Kevin? Oh my god, one time I was like, it was like 3 a.m. around the holidays, and I couldn't sleep, so I was like watching something, and it was just like reminding me of college and like my friends. So I sent all my friends, from like my lifelong friends, messages about like how much I love them and appreciate them, and they all thought I was about to kill myself.
Oh no!
Every single one of them thought I was about to kill
Holy shit! Some sincerity. This person must have a gun in their mouth right now.
It made the voice to text really hard.
Jesus.
Hey, I just wanted to tell you guys that I've been missing you guys lately. Click clack.
Shunk shunk. Thunk thunk.
Parentheses bullet being loaded into clip.
Revolver clicking.
Damn, I didn't know I had closed captioning speech to text. God damn. Fuck this rock.
Oh god.
Chair being kicked.
Ethnic music playing in background. Sorry, that's just my favorite one. Whenever it's just like a notable Spanish song, and it's just like ethnic music. Yeah, fuck. Holy shit. I think we've done it. I really think you gotta just you either send them a 2 p.m. I'm not going to be around forever, or if you want to be more subtle, you send them the old griff, the old 4 a.m. Hey, I love you guys so much, and you mean so much
make
to
them
me.
worry. Just a little bit.
Oh, yeah. No, because like that's the so I is the phenomenon. Let me get this straight. It's a very Gen Z thing to just like cancel plans last minute. Is this
or like not even like say it sometimes? Just not show up.
Oh, just like fucking ghost
Like
a plan. Just like ghost a plan.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Apparently Gen Z is having a connection issue where they all want like community and closeness and friendships, but they come from this like world where I don't know what developed in the past 10 years, but they are very like more individualistic, I guess, than millennials were. So like they have a very I don't owe anyone anything attitude. And I think that makes for a terrible friend. Like, I'll literally see, like, some, like, 20-year-old being like, you don't have to take anyone to the airport. You don't have to pick anyone up from the airport. You don't owe anyone anything. And I'm like, yeah, but what if I like my friends? I want to pick them up from the airport. Like, it's a very different vibe. And I think that isn't conducive to having close and good friendships.
Also, 100% of the time, picking up or dropping somebody out, definitely picking somebody up, for sure, results in food for you.
Yes. Yeah, it is not.
Yeah, every time I pick up Armando, he buys me a burger and fries.
Yeah, it's the sweetest deal in
Every
America.
time.
So,
yeah,
that is a very interesting thing because I think that phenomenon of Gen Zers having this "you don't owe anybody anything" mentality is a mistranslation, a psychological mistranslation of something that of sort of therapy speak that kind of got popularized by millennials that trickled down and got lost in translation to Gen Z, which is this idea that like you shouldn't be overextending yourself to do emotional labor for other people who
you have boundaries,
setting boundaries. But this has turned into like this maladaptive thing where it's like you don't owe anybody anything, which has then become being very bad manners and like inconsiderate. And I think that is a misinterpretation of a boundary set by millennials.
Yeah, it's bad. And I feel like obviously millennials do it too, but to a lesser extent of like hoping plans get canceled, but not actively trying to do it.
Yeah. I can tell you this, friends straight up ghosting plans. If I made plans with friends, they straight up ghosted those plans, they would be quickly shown the exit of my friendship. That's a pretty inexcusable thing in my opinion.
I was thinking the exact same thing of like if you stood me up and we know each other, like I'm sorry, we're not without extenuating circumstances,
your number.
Right?
Without it turns out your grandma wasn't gonna live forever. You can't just do that to me, dude. I mean, at the very least, you gotta let me know that you're not coming. At
the minimum.
At the minimum, you have to communicate. You can't just ghost somebody.
No, I make a plan. I make birthday plans or whatever. You RSVP that you're coming. Great, we meet there. You don't show up. There's no call no show a plan or whatever. Or if we had one-on-one individual plans to like go get lunch or something, and there's a no call no show, and I'm like text you, hey, I'm here at the place. Is everything cool? Oh yeah, I'm not gonna make it or whatever. Like, oh yeah, sorry, can't make it. From me reaching out, I'm like, get fucked. Like,
we're never communicating again.
Bro.
Dude, the saddest thing I've ever seen was this TikTok of like this. It's like obviously a birthday party had been set up like in the house, and the dude was like, no one showed up for my brother's 21st birthday, but a bunch of people said they would, and like they didn't even like. And I'm just like, that is so depressing. First of all, that's been my fear my entire life. That's why I don't like doing things for my birthday. Because I'm like, what if no one shows up? I'll kill myself.
Right, yeah.
And I'm just like, the fact that, like, I feel like a birthday is the one thing that you got to show up for. Like, it's once a year. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, truly. Like,
I agree with that. We I can't get into too much specifics, but one year my partner was having their birthday party, and one group of friends, they're a couple, right? They're husband and wife. We had reservations to a restaurant, and they were I think it was an hour and 15 minutes late, and we could not be sat until our whole party was there, so we waited for them to show up. And they did not send a message until somebody, one of my partner's friends, had texted them and were like, hey, are you guys coming to the party? And they were like, oh yeah, I didn't think it mattered, we're gonna be like an hour late. And I almost beat the shit out of that guy, is all I'm saying. Like, what the fuck?
yeah.
You should have went bodies with that guy.
What are you talking about? It just, I had never seen anything like that before, and it truly blew me away that somebody could, I don't know, just do that. I get, never mind. I'm getting too angry. I'm too into it. This is my,
you're too close. You're too close.
This is my Griff, have you heard of hockey, but for this week.
I'm aware of this story, and it also gives me, and I wasn't even there, and I have like secondhand rage about it. I'm like, this is simply not done. Your partner, a very forgiving, very understanding person, because again, this happens to me. You are being shown the exit of my friendship of like, yeah, you're not getting invited to stuff anymore. You're not, plans are like, oh, I can't make it to things. And like, you're getting a slow phase out.
Well, that was kind of my point, is that like, if we had lunch plans and you didn't show up, you said you would, and then I like, whatever, messaged you the day before and I didn't hear back, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna assume we're good, and then I show up to the lunch spot, 15 minutes go by, I hear nothing from you, I call you, you're like, hey, I should have let you know I'm not gonna make it, whatever. That sucks. I will slowly phase you out. I'm gonna enjoy the lunch by myself, whatever. But the birthday thing, that's like more than a silent fade out. That's like I'm sending, like, you
lose my number,
hurt me. Yeah Fuck you. Why would you do that to me? That sucks.
No, I mean, I agree. That's a lose my number, in my opinion.
Now, how do we fix it?
What are you saying, Griff?
How do we fix it?
I think,
because he asked how to fix it.
I think this is like, I hate that I'm gonna use this again, so this answer is going to become throwing acid in the face for us. I think play this episode around your friends.
I'll clip it for social, and we'll just talk about how only piece of shit degenerates cancel plans on their friends all the time.
Yeah, real asshole cretins who deserve to live a life of loneliness and despair cancel plans on their friends. And I say cancel plans, I mean like don't show up to shit. Like there's a difference between like, hey man, I'm so swamped with work. Like I thought I could like swing it, I can't. I'm so sorry. Let's reschedule, like hit me up next week, we'll do another thing. That's different. The like straight up no showing plans, or like canceling like 15, like I'm driving to the restaurant and I get a call like, oh hey, by the way, I can't make it. Like that's a little bit more understandable, but like again, with a proper excuse. I think the fixing it is this town deserves a better class of criminal. This friend deserves a better class of friend, frankly.
Yeah, I think you need new friends. You need new, cooler friends who want to plan stuff with you, not the other way around.
Correct.
You have to plan all the stuff too.
Correct.
Yeah, that stuff does get real good. Man, holy, is it nice to be to be the one that gets hit up where it's like, hey, we're gonna go do XYZ. Do you want to come?
Oh yeah, it's like, oh thank God, I don't have to think. Well, they also get to see people.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this is just a phenomenon. This is not just a phenomenon of Gen Z. I will say that as you get older, it's not that plans get canceled. It's like people just don't make as many plans, like because they have lives and jobs and fucking kids and shit. Like when you get to be my age, like a lot of your friends, like they move out to the fucking suburbs. They live an hour and a half away, so it's just like, hey man, if I'm gonna see you, it's gonna be like maybe once a month, and it'll be like in between like daycare and school, like, because you're like running to pick something up. I'm serious. It kind of sucks dick, but you know,
That sucks.
Not me, not
Yeah.
my friends.
no, I know.
We're gonna be young forever, right, guys?
Boy lunch.
Yeah, I think, man, Game of Thrones style, slowly test your friends. Invite each of them to a one-on-one hang. And then the ones that do make the cut, they move on to round 2, which is a group hang that you plan. And the ones that show up to that group hang, they make the final cut. That's your friend group now. And then slowly expand. And then plan an event where they have to bring one of their friends, and then a friend you don't know. And then 1, you building community, and then 2, now you have more friends who are, again, likely to show up. Boom.
There it is. Solved.
Yeah. And then and then at your parties, you put a bunch of Zin pouches in the punch, so that way they have this like association in their brain that every time they hang out with you, they feel less stressed, more relaxed, and cooler. And every time they're away from you for too long, they feel bad and itchy and like a real bitch all the time.
Yeah. Get your friends addicted to your friendship.
Yes.
Rewire their fucking synapses and neural pathways to require your presence.
Yes. Is this, Griff, are you laughing because it's too good of an idea?
I didn't know I was doing this podcast with 2 male manipulators. That's crazy.
No.
That's insane.
Oh, but here's but also BK is nodding yes in the background, so we know we have a plan that is approved.
She's a Scorpio. You can't trust her her compass.
I guess what we're trying to say is have a March Madness for your friends, and the winner gets a new addiction, and then you'll never have no friends again. But I cannot stress this enough. They can never find out.
No.
Because the moment
this is cyanide tooth type shit. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. You're gonna. Oh fuck, man. If you even feel them starting to get close, you gotta Jonestown that shit immediately.
Dude.
Yeah.
Lemonade made with the lemons and pouch.
There it is.
You think that'd be good? You think that would be good?
I don't know. I can't even figure out. I'm trying to rename it because I'm like, that's the new Arnold Palmer. What is that? And then the only thing my brain can come up with is the Tiger Woods.
It's an Armando Torres.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say an Armando Torres.
Well, I call it the Tiger Woods because it's when it looks like you're doing one thing, but actually you're double dipping in secret.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's airtight.
So anyway, what we're saying is slowly poison your friends and hold an Olympics to see who can follow through on plans. And I hope to God that helps.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Folks, if you want to help us get access to Blu-ray copies of the Spiderous episodes of Miss Spider Sunny's Sunny Patch, whatever, you can go to patreon.com/midnightsnacktv or www.bigoldcocksanddicks.com. That will help you support us, and that weirdly helps us help you. If you want to send in your own question, you can email us at midnightsnackcontact@gmail.com, and that will get to us. If you want to find me on the internet, you can. I'm at Mondo Does Stuff, MANDO Does Stuff, all one word. I'll be this next weekend, I think. I'll be in Austin, Texas. Not this weekend, but the weekend after. I'll be in Austin, Texas. I'll be at the Camp Studios Film Festival. And you should come say what's up and watch the movies that I helped with. It'll be a blast. All right, Andrew, what do you got going on?
Folks, follow me on Instagram at andrewrosas.ig. That's the best place to find me. And yes, please and thank you for subscribing to the Patreon. It really helps us out a lot. My car insurance literally doubled in cost moving from Oregon to California.
Oh, no.
An eye-popping amount. So keeping my car insured is what you fine folks are doing out there. So thank you so much for subscribing to the Patreon. It was a gaspable amount of money that it jumped. So to exist in this city that apparently doesn't empty out of traffic anymore for Coachella. So yes, thank you for subscribing to the Patreon. Really, really appreciate it. Griff, what do you got?
I am the _indoor kid on all platforms that allow an underscore, and if it doesn't, like Blue Sky, just take it out. And yeah, you can mostly find me playing Overwatch now. That's all I can
Hell
do, really.
yeah.
I can't make myself think about anything else because everything is too hard and bad to think about, but you know it's not? Clicking heads.
Yeah. That's right. And I think we had talked about this. Maybe we can announce this here. I think. Maybe I'll cut this out if we don't.
Yeah.
Folks, we have 222 paid subscribers. When we get to 300, we will do a live call-in show.
Whoa. This is the first
So
time
that sounds
hearing
fun.
of this. Folks, when we get
This
to
thing-
250 subscribers, I will figure out the technology for a call-in show.
For a call-in show. It'll probably be done through the Discord, honestly.
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
probably.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be on their Discord. Yeah, which you should join, by the way.
Yeah.
It's popping off in there. We got some funny
fire fits in there,
yeah,
bro.
fucking fire fits, funny folks. Yeah. If you don't want to pay $5 a month or $10 a month or $69 a month for Andrew's Good Girls, you can still join the Discord. You can still subscribe and join the Discord, and it's a wonderful community in there. Jesus
Thunderful,
Christ.
some
Come on.
would say.
It's some might say.
Wonderful, yeah.
Some might slip
But-
up and say.
But it's a wonderful community in there. A lot of fun people. So join that. That is really, really good thing to do.
Yeah, and if you can't, you can always leave us a 5-star review or tell somebody about the show. Whisper it to them in the dead of
Yeah,
night.
sharing is the best thing you can do
Absolutely.
for us. Outside of you.
Yeah, I guess that's probably it, right, guys? Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.